It's Sunday morning on CBS, and here again is Charles Osgood.
That's Elijah Wood as Frodo in the 2002 film, The Two Towers, part 2 of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. A Hobbit's Tale continues in December when Wood plays the same character again. It's a meaty role, and our Tracy Smith chatted with him about it in a meaty place, as it turns out.
You're a big appreciator.
I am. I don't take anything for granted.
When we asked Elijah Wood to pick a spot for an interview, he surprised us by suggesting a place near his house in Venice, California, serving the finest in encased meat. I just want to mention for a second that we're sitting in a sausage shop that
It's a
you
sausage
chose.
shop.
And why this place?
I love it. I love sausages. I love good beer.
He wasn't kidding.
So
you're a
it's
foodie?
It's a real part of our family. Yes, I am a foodie. A
Always
proud
going for
card-carrying member of the foodie society.
Which means you go for adventurous stuff, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the older I get, the more adventurous I think I become. I definitely have this feeling of the fact that I will sort of try anything. There's nothing I'm afraid to try.
And that goes for Wood's career as well. In 2005's Green Street Hooligans, he made his bones with a rowdy street gang. In a Beastie Boys video send-up last year, he made music, kind of.
Bring forth the ring, Frodo.
And as Frodo in the epic adventure trilogy, The Lord of the Rings, Elijah Wood made movie history.
Throw it in the fire!
Did you have any idea how huge this was going to be?
Well, I don't think anything could have prepared us for the magnitude of its success and its reach.
Elijah! Mr. Wood!
Success, indeed. The Rings trilogy, released in 2001, 02, and 03, took in nearly $3 billion worldwide and won a total of 17 Academy Awards. Wood's character, based on a story with a certain nerdy appeal, helped catapult Elijah Wood into the very unnerdy world of a Hollywood heartthrob.
Elijah, can I get a wave?
It's a wonder how anyone could stay grounded. Born in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, young Elijah was, by all accounts, a handful. What kind of kid were you?
I had a lot of energy. I wasn't obnoxious. I'm going to stand up for myself. I just had a lot of energy that didn't necessarily always have an outlet.
His parents thought that energy could be channeled into acting and took him to Los Angeles.
I did a number of commercials shortly thereafter and got my first role in a film shortly thereafter, which was a small part in Back to the Future 2.
I got it working!
Look quickly. He's the kid in the orange t-shirt. His debut scene lasted only a few seconds, but it quickly led to bigger things. Elijah Wood was mischievous as Huck Finn.
That all you got?
Smitten with Christina Ricci in The Ice Storm. And gutsy during a meteor strike in Deep Impact. He was every inch a movie star, but without the off-screen drama. How do you think you avoided all those childhood star pitfalls?
I would largely attribute it to my mother and my family. You know, she really drilled humility into me, and
How do you do that?
she never allowed me to accept treatment that wasn't deserved. You know, like
So if people tried to kiss your rear end, she would say, knock it off?
essentially, yeah, essentially. Things would happen, you know, on a set where they try and move you to the front of a line for something. She wouldn't let me do that. Like, get to the back of the line like the rest of the crew. And I was never made to feel better than anyone because I was an actor, because I did this as a profession.
These days, the humility comes in handy.
Can I get you something? Orange juice, medical attention?
I'm okay. It's lack of sleep.
In the cable TV sitcom Wilfred, the 31-year-old Wood is Ryan, a depressed, sad sack who sees his neighbor's dog Wilfred as a full-grown man in a dog suit. Kind of like the 1950 movie Harvey, with the invisible rabbit only Jimmy Stewart could see.
And now, Aunt Ethel, I'd like you to meet Harvey.
Elijah Wood's Wilfred is visible and
No, I'm starting a new job today.
Ryan,
You're not going to work today.
Wilfred acts as some sort of, almost a guide for Ryan as he's trying to rebuild himself and recover. And Wilfred, you never quite know whether Wilfred's intentions are for Ryan's benefit or to his detriment.
It's like you're torturing me for fun. Why?
I'm giving you a gift, and it pains me to watch you squander it.
But beyond acting, there's a lot for Elijah Wood to sink his teeth into.
So, would you ever bring a date here?
Sure.
Yeah? Is this your kind of thing?
It would definitely indicate immediately that I'm an omnivore.
True.
Yeah, I would bring a date here. Sure.
Are you seeing anybody now?
I'm not.
No?
Mm-mm.
Time to see? I mean, trying?
At the moment, there's not a lot of time.
Here's one reason why. The actor owns a record label and spends hours hunting for vintage vinyl. Wood says his passion for acting is rivaled only by his love of music.
I actually bought a really great breakdance 45. It's called a Let's Have a Breakdance Party, and I've DJed with it a couple of times. It's pretty awesome.
Do you get out there and do the moonwalk? That sort of thing?
You know, occasionally.
Little robot?
Yeah, a little robot. That's about as far as I'll take it.
Here's what he's talking about. At some of the coolest events in LA, it's not unusual to see this movie star spinning records just for the thrill of doing it.
So I've been buying.
Waka waka thing.
Right. Not quite. No scratching is involved. But now that I'm DJing more often and with vinyl, I find that I'm buying more records to facilitate that.
Do people freak when they see you if they're not expecting? Are they like, oh my God, Frodo?
Kind of confusion initially. Like, are you in Lord of the Rings? Like, just very confused. Not, because they're just not expecting it.
Because the Gandalf thought isn't really connected to this particularly at all. It's like
Actually, he still is Frodo. He'll reprise the role in the upcoming Hobbit trilogy, in a part written especially for him.
My dear Frodo, you asked me once if I had told you everything there was to know about my adventures.
It may be his last turn doing this, but no matter how far Elijah Wood strays from Middle-earth, it will always be a part of him.
You have a tattoo,
I do.
as do the other.
9 members of the Fellowship. Yes.
Can you show me where it is? Is it
I
in a
can. It's
compromising
actually
spot?
been shown, so it's not a big secret anymore. It's right there.
And what is it?
Finally aged. It stands for the 9 members of the Fellowship. It's actually the number 9 written out in Elvish, the language of the elves. Doesn't get any more nerdy than that.